What up?
What up?
What up? What up?
We got a special guest.
We have a guest, and we're all in studio, and it's Easter Sunday, and our boy Zach White, pod favorite. I feel like there's like a really I don't get it.
Polarizing figure.
I think that group is so small, though.
Yeah,
we love you, Zach. So
I mean, my parents love you.
That's great. That's
my friends love you.
one.
Everyone comes up to me and like,
Jesus loves you.
Jesus
That's
loves
true.
you, especially
Happy
today.
Easter.
He is risen.
He has risen today.
Yep.
Patrick Mahomes told us.
Everyone told us.
Did he say that? He tweeted or something?
Yeah.
Yep. So we're here. It's a holiday. What'd you guys do?
Did you go to church?
No, I didn't do anything.
You did?
No, I'm just
Zach, did you go to church?
I'm just a single guy out here
You
paying
did.
for.
Oh, wow.
I did.
Okay.
With the family?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So
That's probably a good place to meet some ladies who want a DoorDash pay.
there's
That is
literally an
true.
article in the New York Times. The longest line in New York City is the Catholic Church.
I've been to that church.
Yeah, it just that's
Pretty
like
poppin'.
it's past my line of that just feels so dirty.
Why?
Going to church, if you know that your leading intention is to find girls.
I think your intention will be to find girls, but you will find God.
Well,
I mean, but hold
Thank
on.
you.
Think about it. Like, was it 8-9 years ago when Bieber was doing his pastor thing and everyone used to go? Every celeb influencer went.
Yeah.
Isn't the same thing?
Yeah, I'm
it's a
just saying
little
I won't
different.
partake.
Okay, fine.
No, I think it's a little different now because they're not going for the celebrities. There's no celebrities that are going to this. It's just mostly young,
people.
attractive people.
Yeah.
A lot of girls that I run into, and Zach, I'm curious your take on this, is because I finally have another single guy on the pod.
Let's go.
Yeah, so finally. There's a lot of Jesus.
JC's hot.
JC's hot with the hot.
I was so early on JC coming back.
But I mean with the hot girls.
They need a lot of forgiveness out here.
See, it is kind of a red flag to me.
Yeah.
Like if a girl's super JC-ish, I'm like,
There's something
you have a
going on.
guilty conscience?
There's something going on.
Well,
Yeah.
but I take
don't
it
mind
from.
it.
I'm just saying, I could be wrong. I'm willing to be wrong
What
on
would you
that.
rather than be into?
Just be normal,
But we don't live in normal times, so that's
And I'm not saying that religion isn't normal. I'm saying when you're overly JC'd out. Like it's every other story.
like
It's like, here's me in a bikini. And then like, don't forget Psalms 37, and like, well,
I think it's getting overplayed, in my opinion.
I feel like it's a fashion.
Like there was this kid who is the star of University of Arizona basketball. Did you guys see the quote?
No.
He's going to be a top 10 pick.
okay.
And they lost. And he goes, basketball is not my purpose. Jesus is.
Yeah, so
Right.
he's a religious person. Why are you? That's his choice.
That's his choice.
Yeah.
But everyone in the basketball community is like, is he serious about basketball?
No, he's not. He said it's not his purpose.
He's serious about Jesus. But I mean, look, I'll
So
be honest.
You have to, with your pick, you got to decide that.
Yeah,
Right.
everyone can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
I'm not saying.
I just want to be clear. That doesn't bother me. Well, maybe like if he's just trying to jump on a trend, then it is. But I'm saying religion and people who are very religious don't bother me. It's when it feels like it's a fashion trend. Like
Yes.
It's like, oh, I got the new aloe hat and my Jesus. I got a hot
think
Bible
you're right,
verse.
drama. It's a trend.
I'm going
I
to
don't think
Coachella.
people are actually going home and reading the Bible.
You know what it is?
No, it's also community.
I agree.
I think it's like a run club.
Yeah.
I
There
think it's
you
like
go.
a run club
There you
where you're
go.
not running.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, but it is so much better than a nightclub. And the reason why is
But at least I like nightclubs on. Go ahead, keep going.
no, I'm not from my purpose. That's not what I would rather go to a nightclub.
No,
But-
I'm saying a nightclub's honest.
Okay.
That's a great freaking point.
Thank
What's
you.
honest?
The reason
You're
that
just
everybody's at
going.
a
You just want to
nightclub.
hear
Yeah.
Future and get wasted.
So I
And
think
don't go to the nightclub. Not post it. Post church the
so
next day.
here's the challenge. Let's say you're not into drinking, which I mean, you don't drink.
No,
You don't drink.
Rarely.
Okay. So where does that leave you? Not
Church.
many places.
I still go to the club.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can still. Yeah.
You don't go to the club. What are you talking about? You're saying
I don't go to the
yeah.
club. I don't go to the club. I don't go to the club. I'm still, I'm out here.
Yeah. But I'm saying is like, I get why people are looking for another outlet to go somewhere else that's not a nightclub.
I agree with you.
By the
I
way,
just think
nightclub's expensive on top of that.
because you're not out
Jesus is
here in
free.
these streets, you don't realize what Zach and I have seen, which is that you're taking it in a very wholesome way. I'm saying
Yeah.
I think it's a cover. And my point is, if you're at, whatever on Saturday night till 3 a.m. and you're not talking about that,
Yeah.
but you're posting your Bible verse and your church outfit.
Yeah.
it's suspect.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, just if you take it from that perspective, let's look at sports, and we know what the players do, and then
also true.
But
also true. I'm just saying, I think it's
the
like
same
pop
point.
culture.
yeah, but
It's the
but
same
my point
point.
is I actually don't mind that. To me, it's like whatever you want to believe in God. It's better believe in something. Shit.
Sure.
I think people are completely lost. I think your average person is completely lost. Doesn't have a purpose.
But do you think
But
anyone's
they don't believe. They believe in that Venmo payment. I don't think they're not, like to Anand's point, they're not reading the Bible.
I think in maybe LA, I'm not saying reading the Bible, because
it's
you
a
can make
social thing. To go to church is becoming like Zach said, to go to a run club. It is literally that.
I agree with that piece. I think it is definitely on trend. It's very similar to, there's the other trend that happened is that, and this is very relevant for dating purposes. There was a new poll that got kind of put all over the internet. The girl boss trend. I think only 25% of women identify with the girl boss trend, and more than 50% now are identifying with Tradwife.
Well,
I got a problem with that one.
But you said no problem. What'd you say?
I have a big problem with that one.
So
there's so many takes. We can have a whole episode just on this topic.
What's interesting is on that particular trend, one interesting commentary was, it probably has more to do with the economy than how people are feeling.
Well, also, it's just.
Can you explain the trend?
Yeah, keep going.
The trend is that it's more traditional wife.
Oh, Tradwife. Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Understood.
trad means traditional.
Understood.
But I think my argument on the Tradwife thing is that I think it is unidirectional, where it is the women want to be taken care of,
That's
but the archetype of what a traditional wife used to be is not something that they're interested in.
The characteristics, which is
Take care of the home,
yes,
have kids, take care of the kids. Like that is not part of the
they just
equation.
like getting taken care of.
That's correct.
Yeah, they're cherry picking the.
It is one directional.
Which part of the trad they like?
Yeah,
Yes.
I like this part of trad.
It's only some
trad
some
over
traditions,
here.
not others.
Yeah.
T-rad.
Yeah. I've never heard Josh burst out in laughter.
That's interesting. So does that ever reconcile? Do you think? I mean, you guys are out. Like, do you guys ever get to a point with any of your dates where you're talking about marriage?
I start there.
You start there.
I start
okay,
there.
that's a tough,
Really?
it's a tough starting
I don't even
point.
say it. I haven't said the word marriage in 3 years.
No, I like to start. Well, I usually start with like childhood trauma is usually the first place I get
Yours
to.
or theirs?
Both.
Okay.
Just like swapping war stories.
Do you like order drinks straight to childhood trauma?
Well, he's not drinking.
Well, I order one drink for the other person.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, just tell me the most fucked up shit that's ever happened to you.
Yeah.
But
That's a really
Do you think it's
crazy
helpful?
place to start.
She's like, damn, this is gonna be $300
Do you think it's
more
helpful to
dollars.
start there?
I think it's really helpful because you kind of like
Weed out.
it, and it's just like after that, nothing can be awkward. Like once you've gotten like all of that out on the table, it's very hard to have like an awkward conversation past that.
Right.
But yeah, I think I get to marriage really quickly because I love to understand what people's expectations are in the world. And it's like there's like a wide variety, but there are some areas that have like, very tight sort of coalesced points of view, which like a lot of girls that I have gone on dates with, small sample size, want to have a surrogate, don't want to sort of carry a child on their own.
Wow.
Would prefer to have a surrogate because they don't want their body to get messed up or whatever. Like that's one thing.
Wow.
A lot of them want like live-in nanny full time.
They're saying these things up front without actually knowing what parenthood or
But
anything
they
is
know
about.
your background, so they think you can provide it.
I have no context on that part.
They see the chrome glasses. They're like,
You're rocking $1,500 glasses.
staring into chrome glasses.
What you just described is like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
for sure.
Yes, a year.
Do you see there's a trend? Did you see this? There's a trend online where the 666 trend.
No.
You got to be above 6 foot tall, have a six pack, and make six figures.
For sure.
Yeah, but they also say
like
that's like less than like
0.01%.
points. Yeah.
But that's like the expectation.
There's a delusion calculator out there that's like I think it's
You got a six-pack drama? Because you got...
Hell yeah, I got all that.
Okay.
I got all three.
And you still can't get a wife.
Well, yeah. They just ask you for DoorDash money. You know what, Zach, did you start getting any Coachella? Today I got my first.
Coachella request.
Oh, my brand deal fell through.
Oh, good. Oh, this is too good.
Brand deal.
Yeah, so it's Coachella.
I've gotten a bunch of requests.
Yeah.
I've got Zenyatta requests,
Yes.
Pizza Slime requests,
Yeah.
Yes. And what's
Artist
funny
Pass
is
requests.
So request meaning they want you to pay for them to come?
So here's what happened today.
they're testing the
Today
waters.
was, are you going to Coachella? Yes. You? I really want to, but my brand deal fell through. Where are you staying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who are you?
But that we've been experiencing. Even I know that story.
It's true, but this is a complete first message on Raya.
Oh, first message.
Yeah.
Oh, this
First
intro.
message on Raya.
It's also 5
Are
days
you going to Coachella? What do you say? What do you say?
It's also 5 days until Coachella.
I know.
3 or 4 for some, some people.
Yeah, literally. That was more complete stranger. I think people that you kind of know or whatever, we've experienced that. I'm just saying it's just representative of the boldness
Yeah.
being cranked up.
So what's interesting is I got a lot of obviously DMs about it, and some of the feedback was, I think generally in the big cities it's the trend,
Yeah.
and then people who live in smaller towns, they're like, never heard of anything like it.
I'm going to have to put my foot down on this
Okay.
one. I think that the internet has democratized access to this type of lifestyle to everybody. So
Okay.
if you were the hottest girl in some small town in Arkansas, usually you would be limited to the lifestyle that small town can provide.
Yeah.
Now with Instagram and everything else,
You can travel the world.
you can have anything you want.
Yeah.
Someone will find you.
Yes.
I have group chats where people are like so ecstatic about finding like a girl under 1,000 followers. And then within like 2 weeks, just from like people being on Explore page or whatever, 10,000 followers, 20,000. It's like the most competitive market in the world is.
There's Instagram pages that are like, it's called like under 30K, under 40K.
What does
And
that
all
mean?
they do is post hot girls that have less than 30K followers. The theory is that they're just less, there's less people in their DMs. There's less, they're not, like I don't know. You don't want to date.
I don't think I like mistakenly spoke.
No, you're talking about luring in. This is easy to lure in. No, it's not that. It's that you don't want your girl to be getting like DMs from, every celebrity under the sun.
Easier to capture their attention is maybe a better way to put it.
Yes.
Or just like less out here.
Yeah. But what's interesting is one of our friends who listens to the pod, he messaged me. He's like, within third commentary flight from, I forgot where, San Francisco to LA. And he was just like, I'm a journalism now, so I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to buy her a flight. I'm going to let you know how it plays out. So it's going to happen this week.
Wait, this is one of our friends. What's happening?
He got a request for funds.
To be flown.
Well, she was like, can you buy me a flight?
To
and he
him.
goes, to where? He goes, if you come to LA, maybe. And so then he was messaging me about it. And I was like, he's like, I'm doing it for the purposes
He's
of group
flying
chat.
her from SF to LA.
Yes.
That is the opposite of most ways that I've heard that, by the way.
She's gonna be alone in the airport.
To be fair, I don't know if it's SF. I assumed it was SF because he said it was $450 flight, and I can't imagine.
No, there's a lot of places you can get it for. Depends. There's a whole hierarchy to this because some people just expect a certain class of flight.
Yeah.
Some people only will fly certain airlines. There's like a whole matrix of algebra that you need to. That
Can
goes
you
into all of
explain it
this.
to me? Because actually, we talked a little bit on text. How does the mechanism work? And meaning, when does the request happen? We've heard drama story, so I'd love to hear your story.
I mean, which one? I've been going through this for like 10 years at this point. Since I was like
Zach was early.
mid-20s.
Zach was like you with crypto.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had requests straight for 10 years.
When does it happen?
I think it's variable, right? They're like, sometimes.
So you take a girl out to dinner
Sure.
and whatever, you go to wherever you go.
Yeah.
And then when does the money request happen?
See, sometimes it's not money though. Like, here's the thing that I wanted to come on here and sort of like illustrate. There's two ways that this happens. One is just pure money. The second is what I like to call programming, where it's like we've seen all these promoters in LA forever who are like dead broke, but they always just have attractive women around them because they have great programming.
Always.
They know
The dinner, the hot res,
the table,
the after party.
It's like Airbnb events, you know, when they start to offer all
So it's like there's two ways to go. So Drama, in this instance on Raya, was getting approached about programming.
This is message one. So just to give you an example, that was match. Are you going to Coachella? From the girl.
And you said maybe.
I said, yeah, you?
Yeah.
She said, oh, I want to, but right. And then I just stopped responding. So just not to cut you off, Zach, but it could be literally from that to.
She's probably hitting 50 guys.
She is just setting her location. She lives in Canada, according to her profile. She's setting her location to LA.
Yeah.
She's matching with as many people as she can, telling everyone her brand deal fell through.
You should not be allowed to change your location. It should be geolocated.
It is well, here's the thing. It's geolocated, but you can add when you're traveling somewhere.
Yeah, so it sets you up in preparation. It's
So
a
you
good
can meet
feature if
people
you're using
when you're
it.
wherever you're going.
Like if I'm going to Miami in 2 weeks, I would set it now. It would start feeding me Miami people in with the LA people so that you could get, set up before you go. It's a good feature if you're not trying to.
I forgot to bring this up. I wanted to bring this up. Have you guys heard of Blush? You guys would love Blush.
No.
It's fucking hysterical. Blush is a dating app where the premise of Blush is that you have to buy packs of roses, is what they're called. And they are gift cards to like certain places so you can get people's attention on the dating app. So you'll like match with a girl and then you'll send her like 50 roses to Erewhon and it'll auto convert into an Erewhon gift card they can go. And it's like Nobu, Erewhon. Exactly. But
that's incredible.
It's like fairly big out here.
So to your point on it, there is no blueprint. It's just more bold than it ever was, but it can happen at any moment. And to Zach's point, like there's hard cash requests, there's programming requests. It's just the asks are way more upfront than ever before.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's hard to imagine unless you experience it. I'll send you screenshots.
But I think the reason for this is my like rough math of this is that like the top maybe like 2 or 3% of guys are getting chased by the top 50% of women. And like based on how the power law of like how wealthy these people are.
Venture investing basically.
Effectively. But because how wealthy this 2 to 3% are, it is much less of a big deal for them to send out 150 here, 300 here, 1,000 here. They don't care at all.
Yeah.
And so they has slowly accustomed this like top 50% of women to, because they're all effectively going after the same people.
SpaceX goes public in LA.
It's going to be crazy.
Forget it.
Oh, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, because also it gets validated. It works.
It's going to work like
it's
crazy.
It's going to work even more. Here's another crazy thing. I meant to send this to the group, but there was a story posted on like ABC 7 LA News on Instagram or whatever, right? That said that a model-ish woman was arrested for meeting up with guys from dating apps and then robbing their houses or sending people to rob their houses.
Yes, I saw it.
Did you read the comments?
No.
Every comment, a true hero. Where's the crime? What did she do wrong? What do you think they wanted from her?
Oh, it's like Luigi.
Yes. So that's why I'm saying that like it's just changed. Like the sentiment has changed. That's why I said if we put out a clip that said girls are doing this and it's kind of fucked up, we would get roasted.
Yeah.
They would not in any way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you think this plays out in terms of if you're a successful guy, less likely to settle down because you can play the game, right?
Yeah. Why would you?
I mean, you're the two single guys.
Less
you tell me.
likely, yeah. But I mean, I still have hope for like, just some good old fashioned trad stuff.
Yeah. You're looking for a trad
I feel like
babe.
trad's still out there.
Well, I think like, I don't know how old everyone participating in this is. Are they 25 or 35?
I think it just keeps going.
They're hot. It's just like if you're in the game or not.
Yeah,
like if you're a hot ass 34-year-old, you're running it. Not all of them, obviously, but like, yeah.
But the men who earn money then realize you have unlimited just
but there's a lot of
DoorDash.
I mean, you took the top 500 richest men in America. They're probably all married with kids.
Yeah, but if you look at the 10,000,
you're talking about the top. You don't gotta
10 to 100 millionaires.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't gotta be doing that well.
Well,
you hear the prices that we're talking about.
Yeah, but okay. Here's the reality: is maybe that's the case, but I think more than likely they'll give it a shot. And maybe it's not the word getting married, but having a relationship with someone and having children. Because I do think no matter as much as like, let's say you have access to everything, money, partying, women, whatever it is, there's still like a paternal instinct or a maternal instinct in both where they're like, kind of want, because at some point it's not that fun anymore.
You would hope so.
Zach's face.
I mean, you would hope so,
indicates
but
differently.
I'm just telling you, I think that
Zach's young. How old are you?
I'm 33, but
Exactly.
I hear
That's a lifetime away.
I hear a lot of people I know who face this dilemma that will go to.
How do they grow up in their 20s?
How do they grow up in their 20s?
Yeah,
super nerdy.
Exactly.
Super nerdy.
That's fine.
Yes.
We didn't have that problem.
Yeah.
We got into every party, did whatever we wanted. I got to travel the world. I had a great time. So I get that profile.
Here's what a lot of these people are doing, though. They will go to the person that they want to have this paternal relationship with and say, hey, listen, I'm happy to marry you. There's going to be other people around.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
I think it's like Monday through Thursday, they're having a good time. Friday, Saturday, they're playing dad.
It's even crazier than that. And
No, I think it's the opposite.
I think the understanding.
If you're going out Monday through Thursday, is way better nights to go out than Friday.
Well, they don't know that. They're the nerds.
the nerds don't know that.
What I have heard from a few people that I know is the arrangement is you have business trips, you have to travel a lot. I'm not going to ask any questions. When you come home, please be a normal person. But when you're gone,
go have fun.
Just don't embarrass me.
Yeah.
It's like everyone's a celebrity now.
Yeah.
That used to be the old celebrity rule.
Yeah, that was the NBA rule.
Yeah, well, everyone's LeBron James now.
Don't embarrass you.
Literally.
Well, because they all have LeBron James money.
That's for sure.
So the problem is like before, like if you had, $2 million, you can't fuck around because you lose half. You're screwed.
Yeah.
Right.
These people have 100 million, 200 million.
Yeah.
And we just talked about it in the last episode.
And strong prenups, like really strong prenups.
Yeah.
But I just want to say, and Zach, tell me if you agree with this. I still think you're not quite looking at it right. I think this is happening with people with 10 million.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not, you're still putting it way up here. It's becoming more normal. 10's good.
10, 2, you can't.
2, you can't get away with it. 2, you're there on the weekends. You're there all week. Yeah. You're putting the kids to bed. Yeah. But I think it's becoming more normal that like any level of success.
You're saying that the sense of the kind of status is like, you get to do what you want, is what you're saying?
I'm saying that it's going from like celebrities to then D was talking about like these people have $100 million. Right. That was probably a couple years ago. Now it's coming down to like, if you have 10 million, like if you can get me a house that I know is not going away, a nanny and a G-Wagon.
Do whatever you want.
Whatever you want. We can have the same rule that Zach's talking about.
But
not whatever you want. Don't embarrass the family.
From the people you're dating or whatever, that are people that are hitting you up would agree to that rule?
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, probably, yeah.
100%.
Well, then they're also having their get fun too.
I don't think so. I don't think that's
that's where
that's the flaw.
I'm calling bullshit on that. I'm calling bullshit.
The Equinox trainer is definitely
the pool guy.
There's a reason why there's that many people at Equinox training.
I think if that's the deal, they're still working the DMs.
If your wife is surfing, you're in trouble.
Yeah, and I think they're just working the DMs. Like, I think they're just still...
I mean, to that point, like, even Tom Brady lost his chick to a jiu-jitsu trainer.
That is true.
I think Tom drove her to that.
Sure.
He refused to come home.
Sure.
Whose side are you on?
I'm always Tom's.
Tom's side.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's going to Coachella, by the way.
Yeah.
Are you going?
Who, Coachella?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He already posted. He's there.
Who, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
There goes half the crowd. But I don't know. To be honest, at this stage, I think Zach, and we can take this out if you want, Zach. I think Zach has more, like I've still shied away from all of this. Like the moment I get a message like that, I still kind of tap out.
I think I tap in.
Yeah, I don't tap out.
Yeah, because here's the thing. To me, I'm also not used to it enough. Like to me,
if it's a new norm, it's a new norm.
Yeah.
let me give you an
just have to
example. Like to
adjust.
me, I agree. If it's a new norm, it's a new norm. I have to adjust. But to me, that used to feel like a red flag of
sure.
like someone who's going to trap you with a baby, or someone who's going to steal from you, or someone who's going to, like, if you're that upfront about wanting things. Like, you know, a funny story is that post that I told you, the ABC 7 News one, a girl that I've been DMing with liked it. And
That's
I was like, damn. You know, like that feels like a red flag, right?
Yeah, but that's especially when someone who got accused of stealing and robbing
Yeah, and I was like,
people.
well, now I'm scared to have you in my house. So I'm still, I think, a little bit out of the loop where like it kind of freaks me out. Like I'm scared to have them know where I live because I feel like in the old days when I was really out here, that's how you get your house broken into the next night, or a baby that pops up out of somewhere, or you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, these what he's saying is they don't even want a baby, so you don't even have to worry about the baby.
I know. I don't think you do actually. I don't think it's actually that serious. I think it's just like that's the new norm. But I haven't gone that deep on it.
Yeah,
because it freaks me out.
I'm curious to see. I do think it's still very much bubble talk because you have to have a lot of money to do this.
You'd be surprised.
But Javier.
No.
No offense,
Of
Javier.
course, everyone can.
I'm just saying he's more of a normal guy.
I don't know, but I'm saying, of course, anyone. I've seen Javier. Javier goes big or goes home.
Yeah,
he's not talking to every girl that walks up. He's
right.
He's
saying it's hitting everyone's doorstep.
Yes, but I'm saying I'm talking about more about. I think money, fine. I think that part I'm not talking about. I'm talking about more of like this idea that like all these people are not going to get married and have kids. I disagree with that.
I hear you, but I don't. I think there's a chance in 10 years the marriage rates are crazy bad.
I could
low,
crazy low, and we're like, damn, it did change.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with. I predicted Jesus coming back. He has risen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna predict nuclear family comes back.
Yeah, predict it. I think it's a good prediction to make.
I think it will become cool again.
Why?
Yeah.
Are you talking about a nuclear family in the sense that it's a man and wife and kids?
Yes.
Does that also count man, wife, and kids fucking around on the side?
Yeah, faithful man, wife, kids.
I think
trad. You're going full trad.
I'm going full trad.
Yeah.
So you're
no one would have thought religion was coming back. No one thought white people were going to come back. I predicted those things. They both came back. Traditional nuclear family will come back. Social media will make it cool.
I also don't think, even to this point, like I think the new, like religion came back in a way, but it came back heavy as like a trend. Like it's not real.
Yeah.
Same way I think looking like you have a nuclear family might become a trend, but the reality of what's actually happening might be.
So in the opposite spectrum of the single rich guy dating multiple people.
Yeah.
Or, that is in our family rich people world is how many kids can you have?
Yeah.
Everyone who has money has 3, 4, or 5 kids.
Yeah.
That is like that's the other flex.
That's
on
the
other
flex.
side.
Yeah, of course.
Because like everyone knows, okay, when you have kids, you're not driving the sports car anymore. You're probably not even wearing a nice watch. So what's your flex? I have 7 kids. There's 7 kids in LA at privates at Harvard Westlake. You're really.
I just think like the same way I'm like, I think I'm the end of a millennial. Like I'm the.
On the
young side of millennial. I think
course.
you're the youngest of the trad. I think right after you, something massive shifted. Whether it was COVID, whether it was OnlyFans.
Here's a great context for this entire conversation. So I had lunch with an old friend, and he has kids. I have kids, obviously, and we were like, if you're 39 and you saw what 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. looks like at each of our houses, you're going to be like, fuck this, I'm not doing it. If you're 39 years old, which is what John
I don't know.
You're speaking for me, kind of. Like,
I also
had that thought.
How old are their kids?
7 and 4. I'm 7 and 4 and newborn.
I don't know. When mine's is really fun. It's really fucking fun.
Yeah.
I literally was watching USC UCLA baseball with them. Then we went and played basketball. Then we played horse. Then I went and played baseball again with them. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
So
I hear you. And I think there's definitely a big thing I just don't know here.
Yeah.
Like I'd never want to become like, oh, having kids seems like so shitty, you know?
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I've definitely thought about it. Like,
yeah.
My point that I always said, I told you like a week ago or a couple weeks ago, is like, it's just having the wife is such a key part of it.
The right person.
Yes.
Trad.
The trad wife.
Yeah.
Like literally. And like, if you, without that.
Well, here's the thing is I don't think the trad wife in the modern sense has to be a woman that stays home. Like, I don't think that fucking matters. It's more of like, do you know that your life will change? Because that is the thing that men and women have to accept. Because there's a lot of shitty fathers out there too.
Right.
Plenty of shitty fathers who do not actually take the job of being a parent.
Yeah, we started it.
What?
I said we started the
we started
trend.
the trend. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the problem is that like there's too many parents that think they get to live their life. No, the fucking life's changed. It's not over.
You almost said over. You almost said it.
But it's not. I know people want to say that it's over. It's actually not. It just changed.
Yeah.
And that's fine. And you just have to embrace the change. That part is really difficult for people to stomach.
I was thinking this today. I think something happened during COVID and like just like that shift that fundamentally shifted like culture, like in a deep way.
You don't think it's social media?
I do, but I don't know whether like maybe COVID was just the marker. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm just telling you that this world of whatever it is, social media, OnlyFans, I don't know. I don't know what caused it, but that's my take. I don't know, Zach, if you agree, but it seems like something around that time could have even been.
I know what it is.
What is it?
Tell us.
I think it's inflation. I think it got so expensive to live. Like if you were working an 80K job in COVID and now you have like a 100K job, you're effectively working at a 60K job now.
Yeah.
So like I think the amount of money that was printed through COVID and through QE for like the last decade plus has basically made life unaffordable, especially the life that you see on Instagram. For
I think that's the combination.
99% of people.
I think when you match that with expectation,
correct,
that's where you have the real problem.
Because everyone's like, well, how the fuck do you afford 2 months in Europe from July to August?
Yeah.
That's if you're doing it like even
how do you afford tuition?
Yeah.
Forget 2 months in Europe. Yeah. That's not even on people's minds.
Yeah, I think like tuition's like $98K now.
But a story I hear, like, let me give you another example of a story I hear frequently is like stories of like girlfriends whose boyfriend, like the boyfriend's going to manage the OnlyFans page and the girlfriend's going to start doing OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's just this like, hey, there's quick money out there.
Yeah.
And there's Euruses for us somewhere. And why are we going to this job and we can't afford fucking groceries? Like there's fast money somewhere.
So, so are you saying, but you keep coming back to OnlyFans. You're insinuating that is the only fast money.
No.
What else is fast?
Well, I think
so I know.
If you're looking
course
on
selling.
What?
Course selling. That's another big one.
But like,
that's the male OnlyFans.
Think about crypto. Think about like,
there's nothing
NFTs,
like OnlyFans in terms of cash generation.
Agreed. But I'm saying, think about influencers, YouTubers. I'm saying if you are sitting looking at social media all day long, especially TikTok, you're seeing a bunch of young, rich people having the time of their lives. And you're like, why not me?
But it's fake. They're DMing people to get the free ticket, to crash on the floor of someone's house
but you
at
know
Coachella.
the truth.
Yes.
I'm saying if you have that expectation and you don't know that that's the truth.
If you're in like Kansas somewhere and you just open up your For You page, you're just like black pilled into thinking my life sucks and everyone's is better than mine.
Yeah. And this is why you would go on Raya and probably hit up 20 dudes and ask, what house are you staying at for Coachella? Because it's just the expectation is I should be in a house in Palm Springs for Coachella.
Yeah.
With artist passes.
Was my expectation as a male.
Well, yeah, but you had a business that funded it. You know what I'm saying? So
I think men have the same expectations. Don't you think all the guys think they should be at a house at Coachella?
100%. This is not a girl issue.
But I'm just saying.
The expectation.
What?
I said that it's just that girls can do something about it quickly.
Guys can't.
No, exactly. Yeah.
What about, God, I was just going to ask, with AI, doesn't OnlyFans get tossed?
I invested in a company that does adult content, AI generated adult content. Killing it. So doesn't that like you can how much is an OnlyFans page charge usually? No clue.
Come on, Zach.
Cut the shit.
Well, $50 a month, $20 a month.
Disintermediating the middleman.
No, I think it's low. I think it's like $5.99 or something.
Okay.
And then you pay, I think they make money from upselling.
It's gated. The content's gated.
Yeah.
So per whatever thing
like
you
a
want.
lot you subscribe for free and then they send you messages and say, you want to see my tits? It's $20. You pay the $20 tits, move on to the next thing.
Okay, it's like an addiction type of thing.
Yes.
Okay, so if AI is coming And pause.
It's about to be. It's about to be. That'd be a good name of a site.
It's funny you say that because I was listening to Theo Von and Rogan. Did you listen to it?
Yeah.
And they were talking about coming in robots for like 30 minutes.
Yep. It was very like, I think that pod was actually a good, I cut it off after like half because it was kind of depressing to me. Like, it's a good representation. The way Theo Von is speaking is like someone who is just traumatized and terrified and like giving up. He's like Israel and this and that, the war and the fucking, everyone's going to be fucking robots soon. And it's crazy. And I think that's how a lot of people feel.
Well, let's go on to more positive news then. Big news this week in podcast land.
Yes.
OpenAI acquired TBPN, which is a 15 or 18-month-old live streaming podcast that I think they stream every single day for a few hours.
11 a.m.
Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday. And got acquired for some undisclosed sum. Some are people are saying low.
120 million.
He said it's more. Zach said it's more. Yeah.
That's fucking so crazy.
Yes.
Is it over 200?
They've been around for
Over
18
300?
months.
Just give me the band.
He's giving you
above
the under
200.
$1 billion, over 100.
Above 200, he said.
Okay. So
They've been around for 18 months?
I get it. And I told him why I think this happened.
And they only get 70K viewers a day.
Yes.
What?
Which is a lot in live.
But here's the
We
thing.
got to lock in.
It's 70K of the most important people in the world.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they get the most important guests.
We got to lock the fuck in.
Well,
Why aren't we?
No, can I tell you why?
We got to stop talking about all this dating bullshit.
Okay, no. The content is not the problem. I'll tell you why. If I can objectively break down why we will not get acquired.
Tell us.
Okay?
Tell us, coach.
They are the most premium thing happening in technology. They look the part. They look.
Yeah, we got to change our album cover, man.
Yes,
No
okay.
one's acquiring that fucking album
Okay,
cover.
but just look at this. They wear suits every single day, or they dress really, really nice.
Okay, I can do that.
Great hair.
The production, the hair is great. The production's
Good-looking
great.
guys.
The thing is they're taking it serious, like they're on CNBC or they're on CNN, they're on Fox News. Those
need a
set
desk.
the tone.
Yep.
And if you just schlep around like we do,
We're
doing this-
schlepping.
yeah, you're not premium, and you as a brand want to attract yourself and attach yourself to premium fucking
I
products.
say we do 1 month of premium.
Should we just wear suits every
I say
Sunday
we
night?
look premium for 4 episodes.
Wear whatever you think is premium, but like you gotta I'm telling you, one of the biggest features why they got acquired is literally how they look and their production value.
And they're just likable.
Yeah.
Like,
But doesn't
I mean, Javier told us that one of the two guys was hazing him in his frat.
Yeah, that's fine.
well, my
That's
point
great.
is like, okay, great. So they're just throwing on suits.
That's my point.
Yeah.
I do think that their look, because in technology, nobody like them exists. Like in fashion, there are a lot of people that dress well, that do content, right? There's unlimited.
Right.
In technology, it's a bunch of Patagonia vest dorks, and they came around looking like guys hanging out at cool parties and spoke well. They're charming. They had the right guests. And then it just caught fire because nothing like that existed. And everyone's like, this one's going to get acquired. They're not going to get acquired. They don't fit that bill.
But what's the not D, meaning I'm not mad at your take, but like, what's the real explanation?
the real explanation is that there's far more money in technology than there is sports.
Yeah.
And there's no ESPN for technology.
Oh, so they're going to try to like.
That's what it's TBPN. That the whole thing,
Right.
it stood for Technology Brothers Podcast Network. And their whole thing was like the same programming that ESPN did. You just get the best basketball players, the best football players. You show highlights about things that is happening in the news.
Right.
I think he's right.
That never existed.
But 70K is just like, you're so far off.
But it's 70K of literally the most important people in the world with the biggest budgets in the world. Like if you're like a chief marketing officer of DoorDash, your budget is effectively unlimited.
Right.
Much more than almost all these technology companies have such big budget. Even for OpenAI is like a $780 billion company. For them to spend $200 million on a podcast is effectively free.
Right.
It's the same thing as free.
Right. We need to talk about a lot more AI and start getting some button ups in here.
I know.
Yeah. I think the production quality would have to.
And they had the best guests in the world.
Yeah. And the guests are ridiculous.
They had Sam Altman,
Travis.
Alex Karp, Travis, Mark Zuckerberg. They got all of the most important people all the time.
Yeah.
Then they would like return.
Yeah. There's someone posted their advertisers. It's every multi-billion,
Ramp,
multi-trillion dollar
Salesforce,
company is an advertiser.
Yeah, Ramp's their biggest advertiser.
And so, I mean, and it's just an echo chamber, right? Those are the people. They're the ones that actually bought them.
But I think it's fascinating because let's assume what Zach said, over 200, right? Simmons sold The Ringer for $250 million. He was a top 5 podcast in the world
because his listeners worthless.
That is true. His listeners, some dude in the basement in like Milwaukee.
Yeah. They don't care.
It's me.
Yeah. Worthless.
Yeah, but not.
The problem is a sports fan, it's net
but
income.
I think it's just crazy. And but think about it this way. Like Rogan, I think it's rumored he gets $200 million a year, right?
I don't know.
I've just seen
that's a year. That's every year. They got 200 million once. Very different.
And he's getting 20 million viewers an episode.
Yeah, but it's
if someone bought the Joe Rogan Experience, it would be $10 billion.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, but like it's a priceless asset as opposed to they bought the whole
But it's
thing.
also, you have to think about like, if OpenAI is losing $5 million a day on Sora, it's 40 days. It's 40 days of Sora. Like it's just such.
Yeah, it's better to shut down Sora and own this.
It's just such an insignificant amount of money to OpenAI.
I totally agree why OpenAI did it.
Yeah.
Like they are hot.
Yeah.
In a niche.
Yeah.
It's like literally us buying something for like $100.
Yeah.
Right.
You like forget about it the next day.
I do think
are the guys super like plugged in? How do they know everyone?
So these are two of my friends for maybe like a decade now. One of the guys worked at Founders Fund, started Soylent and Lucy Nicotine was his two things. And then the other guy was also in Y Combinator, started like a fintech thing.
Right.
But they were just
smart guys plugged
smart
in.
guys in it, like who worked in technology.
Yeah.
But the 20 VC guy, Harry.
Yeah.
He's been grinding for a while.
Yeah, but zero aura.
Yeah, there's no aura.
No aura.
But he gets all the guests.
Yeah, it's the aura. So does what's the Russian guy that talks really weird?
Oh, Lex
really
Friedman.
What Lex Friedman?
Lex Friedman.
He's great. He gets literally the biggest, the best. He gets Elon. He
he's
gets
a
everyone.
robot.
Got Trump. He gets everyone.
Yeah.
There's no aura. Like I'm telling you,
He's right.
Their vibe is the reason why they got bought.
The other thing that I think about them that people really liked was they seemed like an underdog. Like everybody was so excited. If you looked at Twitter, everyone was so excited for them because it was like, oh my God, one of us just got like this massive payday.
Yeah. There was no hate.
No.
Really?
Yeah, there was actually no hate.
Yeah.
Because they
I don't think there
seem
was hate.
like
Everyone was just
like
kind of
normal guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say there was no hate. I would say people were shocked.
If it's hate, it's jealous.
Obviously, everyone with the content that has over 70K
But there was a lot
viewers.
of congratulations and a lot of like, this is awesome.
It made sense. When I saw it, I was like, yeah, I get it.
I'm
And
wearing a
I
polo
completely
next
get why
week.
you would want this because OpenAI is rapidly becoming one of the most hated companies in the world.
Yeah.
And Sam as well is just looked at as like not a great guy anymore.
Yeah.
So anything that you can do to control the narrative. And the other thing that they had said was OpenAI had just fired their like chief communications person.
Yeah.
So they didn't have anybody actually thinking about like what comms for OpenAI look like.
Yeah, I mean, they can help craft that.
For sure. That's what they did really well was create a narrative.
Yeah.
And if they can do that for OpenAI, it's worth a lot more than $200 million.
Yeah, it's amazing. It also does show that there will be more exits in the space, but I don't think the problem with a lot of people, I don't think they get the aura piece. Everyone just is looking at the numbers, and I didn't even question. I didn't even know the numbers. I was like, I get it. They had it.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah, good for them. That's awesome.
All right, we got to talk about my favorite company.
Oh man, I mean, this is just. I also I got to give it to you on. You've had some takes that have aged well. This one's aging incredibly well.
So Nike earnings came out, and everyone, including Tim Cook and Bill Ackman and all of these legends, went and bought the stock last quarter. Tim Cook's a board member. And everyone's like, oh, that's a signal. The turnaround is happening. And this is what I kept saying on our little clip that a lot of people saw.
Was this our predictions episode?
No, that was from something else.
But it started on the predictions.
Oh, it did. Yeah, it did.
Biggest loser for the year was going to be Nike.
Yes,
yeah.
and I think people do not realize that turning Nike around is like turning the Titanic around. And it is a big, clunky company that is culturally irrelevant. And what that means is that they have to change their internal DNA to be relevant to the right people. And the problem is in China, where they're double digit down in China, double digits. That feels impossible. Turning China around, especially because like Anta and Amer Sports own the Anta brand, which is the biggest brand in China in footwear. They own Salomon. They own Arc'teryx. They own Wilson. Adidas with World Cup is going to be the king. It's not going to be Nike is going to be the king from World Cup. And so all of these things are going to be so hard to overcome. America's slow. They're down 5 or 7% in digital, down 8-9% in their stores. The only thing that grew is wholesale because they're finally going back into wholesale. Yeah. We all see the product. It's not innovative. You know, we all were sneaker people at some point. That's not the shoe that people are excited about anymore.
Right.
It is so hard to turn that business around. I don't think it's impossible, but I don't know what you can do. I think it's not one bet. Like what made that company was Michael Jordan. There isn't another Michael Jordan. It's never fucking happening again.
Right. So, I mean, I'm curious, Zach, don't you think an activist investor just comes in?
I think that there is to Dee's point, a DNA problem that Nike doesn't understand because they are still leaning. My sense of like what the market thinks is cool now is not basketball, not football, but it's more of these like niche, rapidly growing sports. Like I think Nike running should be like way bigger than it is.
Yeah.
That's why On and all these other companies are doing really well.
Pickleball brand.
Or like, maybe not even pickleball, but like hiking. That's like Arc'teryx and Salomon are like all about outdoors. And like they've like missed these secular changes to the way that people are active. That I think is like fundamentally going to hurt them for the long term. Like Arc'teryx is massive in China, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so Salomon.
Yeah.
And Salomon's massive here too. Both of you are wearing Salomons.
Yes.
Yeah. Like.
And we are tastemakers.
And I recently bought Arc'teryx because I was just like, I just see it everywhere. And I was like, I got to get some Arc'teryx.
I think it's like super high quality and great. And honestly, the quality of Nike in the last decade has gone down.
My point is like to your guys' point about the previous podcast thing, like they lost their aura completely because they make hiking shoes. They make all the shit. There's just zero
but they
excitement.
Lean into basketball to his point, and they lean into only one culture, and that does not resonating with everyone else anymore.
It's just like also like, okay, the story that I heard, I guess I don't know if this is 100% true, but Salomon blew up like 5 however many years ago. They've been around forever. They just hired a new creative director and the shit just went through the roof.
Yes.
I'm just saying Nike, I feel like is too in their own, I don't know if it's ego, like we think we're Nike and so it doesn't matter, but like there's nothing happening. There's no design. Nothing happening interesting. There's
in apparel and in footwear.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Well, Nike actually used to be like counterculture in kind of a way because like if you thought about the original Jordans, they were banned and they were just paying the fines so that he could wear them to play basketball.
Yeah.
Like they stood for like in a world of dress shoes and whatever else, people are going to wear fucking sneakers with Jordans with a tux or whatever. Like there's like some counterculture aspect to it that is completely gone. It's just like so corpo woke bullshit.
But that's my point. Like they make all the shit. Yeah. They make the shoes Salomon make. They make everything. They make the stuff Arc'teryx makes. They make.
But even just objectively look, go to the Nike store at the Grove and see if you want to own one pair of those shoes. You don't.
Right.
And the experience
is
just
no vibe.
Not even.
There's no. That's all I'm saying is like, I don't know.
I'm at the Grove every weekend. You walk into Aloe. It's such an amazing experience.
Yeah. But that's all vibe. It's not like, oh, but they did this thing or they did this partnership.
But you just feel like, oh, I might want to buy something.
Even when I went to the Revolve store the other day,
I did
it just slammed.
And they had a
DJ. People, you're like, I want to be around this.
Do you guys remember the Nike Town in Beverly Hills?
Of course.
Where you could like, where you would get the shoes and they would send them in the tube.
Yes, it was a vibe.
There was crazy aura in that.
Vibe,
it was so sick. And the Nike Town, the Nike store in the Grove is miserable. Every part about it is just you can't.
The stairs, everything. It's just trash.
Fully miserable.
That's
And it just, I think people just think they can just put the swoosh on something. And then you know what's most interesting? They did a campaign last year, which was the first time since fucking Michael Jordan did I pay attention to a campaign that Nike did, which is winning isn't for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
They walked away from it because of backlash from people.
Yeah.
Winning is only for the 1%. You have to accept you are selling to losers.
I just think people.
You have to accept that. Like you have to create the culture. No one.
But it's also just you have to
think
get
about
people's
Aloe.
attention.
Aloe and Lululemon literally make clothes for one archetype.
Yeah.
That's it. And they're Aloe is one of the hottest brands in the world because they only cater to one person. The LA, West Hollywood, matcha drinking
or
girl.
they aspire to be that person.
Yeah,
Right?
that's fine.
Because if you do,
That's who they talk to, though. They
but the
only talk
marketing-
to the person in line at Community Goods.
right.
They're
They
not
don't
talking
care about.
They
yeah.
don't care about
And
anyone
then
else.
the $1 billion in revenue comes from the people that
The
aspire
same
to
with
be that
On,
person.
right?
Yeah.
On is for like the Swiss hedge fund guy.
Yes.
Who
Yeah,
plays
Roger
like,
Federer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
honest.
they don't care.
For the Hamptons crowd, they'll
they
always
do
be
not
that
care.
their distribution represents that. That's who they care about. But Nike's trying to cater to everyone.
Yeah.
And the body positivity campaigns, as an athlete, you're looking at that and you're like, I can't resonate with that.
I think that the point that you're making, which I also agree with, is that Nike's actually for nobody.
Yeah.
All of these other brands have a very specific group of people that they're for. And Nike,
Which is the worst place to be as a brand.
As a brand, if you appeal to nobody, or if you appeal to everybody, you effectively appeal to nobody.
Yes.
And then nobody cares about anything that you do effectively.
Yes,
right?
exactly. And that's the problem. They're actually doing cool stuff. It's just it doesn't float up anymore because
it's canceled out by all the other just like white noise that they put out.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It's crazy. Well, shout out to Happy Gilmore, man. I wonder what his updated take
Oh, he's
is.
moved on.
Man.
Yeah,
But what about
everyone's
the
moved
new Ronnie Feed collab? It's 300 pairs.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Go look at the Kit On Running collection. Fire.
It's sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire. All right. Are you a big space guy, Nick?
It depends on how you quantify
We are
that.
tomorrow.
Okay. So I'll preface this. Artemis.
What do you mean, is he a big space guy? He came on the pod talking about manufacturing
Yeah,
things
remember
in
when you
space.
called
early.
Early
You
Yeah.
said it was the dumbest thing.
What's going on there? Nothing, right?
They're a multi-billion-dollar company now.
It could be worth $50 billion.
Yeah.
I just don't think anything's happening up there.
No aura.
No, space
No
has no
aura
aura for me.
space.
So here's my thing. Artemis launch happened. I saw the pictures. I was like, wow, that looks really, really cool. What's interesting is I was listening to All In podcast over the weekend, and Friedberg was very excited about the Artemis launch. He had a NASA hat on, and then he was like, it's so cool. We're going to be in the moon in 2 years. Are you insinuating, Friedberg, we never went?
Seems a little fishy.
We know we didn't go.
Do people accept that? Do you believe we went? How come we never went back? You know, I go to a shitty restaurant. I'll sometimes go back.
Why?
That's your comparison.
That's your analogy.
But also why? If you go to a shitty restaurant, why would
Because
you
someone
go
will
back?
invite me to be like, oh, do you want to go eat that? I'm like, oh, it sucks. But like, I've never been there.
Yeah. I
Fine.
don't think
You're
anybody's-
telling me
but
no
also-
one else wanted to go to the moon?
But also, it wasn't shitty. I mean, that thing's filled with precious minerals, and there's plenty of reasons to
we
be
have no
there.
idea. We've never been there.
Good point. In theory,
Doesn't Jared Leto own the house where the moon landing was filmed?
yes.
Yes.
Weird
should ask
scenes
him.
inside the canyon.
Maybe I shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
CIA took it over.
But like, just objectively speaking,
As objectively as possible, the math that underpinned the moon landing is technically correct.
okay.
Like all of the math used on the rockets and used to actually get us to the moon is unequivocally correct.
Okay. How come we never went back? We're happy to spend money. We spend more money on hospice fraud
fake.
than to go to the fucking moon.
I actually think it's even worse than this. How did Richard Nixon call Houston to call the astronauts
from a
on the
landline.
moon from a landline?
It's fake.
That was in 19. We can't do that now.
I don't even have service when I go down Wilshire.
You can't even on an airplane.
And
You
they
can't
did the
call-
whole thing on like half of this.
Yeah.
The whole computer system. So
And
that's why
they
everyone's
also
excited.
claim 650 million people watched the moon landing. You can put this in fucking Gemini.
Yeah. I believe that everyone was watching it. It's a good
How
TV.
did 650 million people have access to a TV in 1965?
Yeah, you're
Oh,
just
right,
getting
right,
you're
right.
getting
Well,
together.
But either way, it's about what they were watching. They were watching, look, whatever.
They're
That's why
watching
everyone's so
Jared Leto's
excited.
house.
Yeah, that's why everyone's so excited because we're finally going to the moon.
So are you excited about this as like a science guy?
Well,
I think
they're
it's
not
great.
actually going to the moon. They're
No,
going
they're
to look at the
circling.
moon.
No,
Yeah.
but this is a warm up. We're going back in 2 years.
Yeah. We're going to go in 2 years.
Everyone's excited because we're taking a drive-by.
We're not even going to the moon.
Yeah, they should have at least faked the landing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's great because I have I would like the moon to be the 51st state.
Huh.
So I think that all this focus on Greenland and, like America should own the moon. And I hope that happens because that would be sick.
Well, we should have owned it the first time.
Right. We've had 50 years.
I struggle with, I actually love hearing all of the technology people say that we're going to make medicine on the moon and data centers and whatever.
You reference all in. They said the whole world's going to be the moon.
Yeah, everything's in the moon.
They said mineral mining.
Yeah.
I think space,
manufacturing, everything.
Space has a lot of attractive properties that allow life on Earth to be much better. So there's a lot of things you can manufacture up there. There's a lot of materials that you can take from up there. There's
How do we know
exactly
what the materials are?
Because there have been meteors that have crashed into the Earth and they've, taken
Had some
samples.
good shit in there.
Yeah.
It's like damn good shit. It's like a fucking Labubu mystery box. Damn.
No, but there's debris that comes down from space and hits Earth all the time and they analyze it.
so
But tomorrow it's on Netflix, right?
Yeah, it's on
hosted by
Netflix.
Jake Paul.
That's the thing. I don't like that Netflix is doing it too because their whole job is putting on a show.
Yep. Jake Paul's going to host the fucking Artemis drive-by.
There's 4 of us on the pod.
Yeah.
Original moon landing in the 60s.
So
Yay or nay?
This is have to choose, have to.
You have to say yay or nay.
Yeah.
I say nay.
If I have to choose, it's a nay.
I'm nay. How about you?
I'm a huge conspiracy theory guy. I think we did it.
Wow.
We did.
Yeah, I think we did it.
Okay. Well, listen, we're going to do a drive-by tomorrow. We're going to check it out. And we might go back in a couple of years.
Yeah.
It'll be live
We're
on
not going
Netflix.
back anytime soon. Let's just be honest.
Well, we
I
can't.
just don't get it.
We've never been.
I will say one time I was at a.
Don't you think it's suspect that they're not even letting them go to the moon?
There's also just nothing to do up there.
Take the picture. It's the biggest conspiracy theory of all time.
I mean, you think you couldn't get 3 hot girls going you to the moon? They want to go to Coachella, the moon someplace. That's an Instagram pic.
You give them a brand deal.
Hey, babe, well, look where I'm at.
Give them a wristband. They get to take a photo with the wristband.
Yeah, just got a little moon landing.
Shit. Okay. Last but not least, Kanye. So here's, Kanye did 2 nights at SoFi.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess my setup here or my question are number one, I'm surprised.
How many people went?
Well, no, I'm surprised they let him do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know if he was banned from all things. I know he was doing shows in Mexico City and Korea and stuff like that. But all of a sudden he has 2 nights at SoFi. They sell out. I will say I was pretty surprised. I have no judgment, but I was pretty surprised by it seemed okay for people to post it.
Yeah.
Everyone was posting it.
Yeah.
no, but I think it's 50-50.
Was there backlash though? Or do you think these people were getting?
I know plenty of people who went who particularly did not post.
I posted.
People who did post.
Yeah, I was a poster.
So there was definitely people who didn't post. I guess what I'm saying is from my feed, it looked like
A lot
one
of
of the
people were there.
biggest concerts in LA.
So, I mean, they say the
it was
numbers.
80,000 people.
Yeah,
I'm
they
just saying
say
that's how many people posted. It didn't look like a secret. It didn't look like I have one friend who we all know, you all probably saw, who posted on her close friends instead of main thing. Everyone else, front and center, Yeezus has risen.
and they say Friday was one of the highest grossing concerts in music history.
Yeah.
18 mil.
It looks sick. So how was it?
It's incredible. I think
was
it
it
was
just-
probably one of the best shows that I've ever been to.
Yeah,
He played 45 songs, all hits,
crazy.
brought out Lauryn Hill, Travis Scott, a bunch of other random people, Northwest. It was awesome. It was truly one of the best shows I've ever been to.
It is surprising. Your point around why hasn't he done a show in the last 2 years? That's a good question.
Well, I thought he was just kind of blackballed.
Well, also his mental health wasn't really in the best place.
Right. Also
to say
true.
the least.
Yeah. There was no ranting or anything, right? He seemed good.
No, there was ranting in the sense of it was look at how sick this is.
Right. That's
I'm
fair.
the fucking best. Look at how fucking
That's
crazy
what you
this
expect.
is.
That's what you pay for.
I saw some of those clips
Yeah.
where he said they thought I was done. I
Yep.
sold 80,000
Yeah.
2 nights in a row or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
nothing that seemed unhinged.
No, nothing that seemed anti-Semitic to me.
I thought it was a great American social experiment
Yeah.
that he was able to pull this off
I can't believe he was able to pull it off.
I think it's
at SoFi. So think about it, right? He released a song 1 year ago that said "N-word, hail Hitler."
Right.
but
That is an insane, considering that is
Those are
the
the wildest
worst
words that
dictator
ever
of
came out of your
all time.
But here's the thing. I think it's not that surprising because America fundamentally loves a comeback story. Like there's nothing that is more.
So Tiger Woods' comeback story is very different than Kanye's comeback
But to
story.
do his first show in Los Angeles, so Israel is the most number of Jewish people. New York's 2, LA's 3.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
But I'll just tell you, like I talked to some people who went, like some younger people, maybe, like, you know, he gained popularity in their hearts with all of this.
Yeah, well, that's the scary
Like there's
part.
an attitude of not so much that they're like, yeah, like I don't like Jewish people, but it's more like
I think it's a context
like
of the war too.
We all want to freak out. We all want to, like, we love him because he just says whatever the fuck and no one can stop him. There's like this thing that like people.
I actually think, to your point, what you're saying is actually the right take in the sense that the fact that so many people in Los Angeles went, they're kind of expressing a sentiment of, you know, I'm trying to like.
Right. And to
tread
be
water,
honest, though,
right?
to be honest, I don't think it's straight up anti-Semitism.
No.
It's like a
like a fight the fight the system sort of thing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Why are you surprised?
I'm more surprised because he hasn't done a show in years.
Yeah.
It's been
7
like
years?
Well, since he did a show in America, it's been a long time.
Yeah. It's literally, I think
He
since
did
2019.
He did Tokyo, I think, 2 months ago.
So-
Right?
I know, but in America,
yeah.
he hasn't done anything since 2019.
And he chose LA.
Yeah. Well, I think LA let him, right? There's something happened where they let SoFi is owned by Kroenke. Like he doesn't give a shit about money.
Yeah,
There's something happened, you know, where something clicked that said, okay, we will let him do the show there.
Right.
Because they don't need the business. It's nice, but they don't need it.
But why are you surprised? I still want to hear your take.
I'm just surprised that they allowed
people
that.
showed up? Or they
No,
allowed?
I know people would show
That's
up.
what I was asking.
No, I'm not surprised people would show up. I know Kanye's the most streamed artist on Spotify right now.
Yes. You're surprised they allowed him to do it.
Yes.
I think it's
me too.
more indicative of the fact that like cancel culture is kind of over.
Yeah.
Like you can literally go to the extremes that he did.
Yeah.
And it's just like, if you are successful enough, if you've done enough good, quote unquote, put enough good stuff out there in the world over time, you're impossible to cancel. You can't be canceled anymore.
Well, it's like
And
Trump.
I just want to only give one pushback on that. I don't even think it's about how much good stuff over time. I think it's like people want to see the show. They want to see the fucking train wreck.
But everybody who went was like, that's one of the greatest living artists of all time.
Yeah.
Because of the catalog of 20 years of just people have grown up with Kanye their entire lives.
Yeah.
Most of the people who went there have had Kanye effectively in their lives the whole time.
Yeah.
So I think it was one of the most interesting parts about it is that cancel culture is over. Like there was such a crazy point in time where you couldn't say anything that was sort of outside.
But do you think we're going the other side?
Which side?
Where you just the thing is like if you're a young person and you look up to Kanye and you just saw what he did, you are not able to do that as a normal person.
No, but you are more able to do that than you were 5 years ago.
Okay, the problem is he took it to a point which is psychotic.
I agree with that, but here's the thing: like
I think what Dee's trying to hint at is basically like a young kid thinking they can just say crazy shit like Kanye, you'll lose your job.
Yes.
You're like, look at Jaden Ivey, right? This perfect example. The guy on the Bulls who went against LGBTQ, said it's anti-Christian, and the Bulls were like, we're out.
Yeah.
They fired him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like there's consequences to that speech.
Yes, and he's a professional basketball player.
Yeah.
And he didn't even, all he said is it doesn't line with my fate.
Yeah. So the point
He didn't even say hatred words.
It's what I think people are going to get confused with is you have to be Kanye to say crazy shit.
Yeah.
And get away with it.
Yes.
You can't be Jaden Ivey.
No, yeah. But they kids don't realize that. So kids go to school, they go to work, they go with their friends, they go out at the nightclub, and they act like fucking assholes. That's the problem.
I think that's the wrong message that's happening.
Yeah.
Is that Kanye, like you said, has one of the best catalogs of all time. His songs are sick. We all grew up with them. He can sadly get away with what he did a year ago.
Yeah. I guess he did apologize.
He did apologize, and it's like one of these things where it's like,
He did.
What, did he tweet? Did he post a tweet?
No, he took it out of the New York Times.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's one of these things where it's like,
a Goldman banker can't just take an ad out of New York Times and save his job.
No. But my point is like, I don't know what's redemption look like for him.
It's just, I think we're thinking about it wrong. Like at this point, he's just a living art piece.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're just like, yeah, I grew up with his music. And also, I just want to see this fucking crazy dude. Like, this is just crazy. And the apology is art, and the meltdown is art, and the show is art. And it's all like, it's just different. It's outside of like normal society's rules. I think.
and I think it opens like an important discourse on free speech. Like the only way that free speech actually exists in America is if the people say things that you don't like. Yeah. And they can be super fucked up.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that. Yeah. I'm more like surprised SoFi let him do Wisconsin.
No, I think to your point is free speech matters if you can
speak freely.
Eclipse what the consequences of free speech are.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
very few people are. Trump can do it. Kanye can do it. I don't even know.
I don't know if anyone else can.
You just covered it. Yeah.
I mean, Dave Chappelle's kind of up there.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, Chappelle.
Yeah.
3 people in this country, 450 million.
There's a lot more. It's like it's a function of how rich you are and how insulated you are from needing other people.
Yeah.
Is how free your speech can be.
Yeah.
Peter Thiel can say whatever he wants. Alex Karp can't really say whatever he wants. But if you have shareholders or you have a boss, you probably don't have as much free speech as people who don't have those things.
Well, Trump technically
has
works
a boss.
We're the people. It's fascinating.
Yeah, Either way, like I couldn't tell if I like had FOMO because like the problem is at first I was like, I don't really feel like going to that. You know, like I'm not the biggest Kanye guy these days, but then when I saw like All Falls Down with Lauryn Hill, and I was like, fuck, because it's kind of cool, you know. Like I kind of forgot about.
I mean, he's going on a tour now, world tour, so you can catch the world tour.
London, he's got 3 dates, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna make $500 million.
Yeah. I saw the wireless festival that he's doing the 3 nights at.
Pepsi
and Diageo and Pepsi were the 2 big sponsors they pulled.
Yeah.
Really interesting.
And the real funny thing was they were like, Pepsi is causing diabetes and heart attacks.
Yeah, it's just so cringe.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I don't know why they have to announce it. Just fucking
do it.
Because they have to show that they're, you know, it's like you have to show that you're woke
you don't
too,
give the credit if you don't actually tell everyone.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, pretty wild.
All right. We got a comment. Oh, Anand's burner. Anand is the GOAT.
I like that.
Shout out to Anand.
Anand's burner was nice. All right. From Anthony D. Earlier this year, you said if we're not using AI to make money and still broke by June, you're done talking to us. Lol. I took that seriously, though. I'm a photographer, videographer, and DJ in LA with zero coding experience. I heard you mention Lovable on the pod, dove in and built a SaaS product from scratch. It's called Locked, LOCKD. It protects creatives from getting ghosted after delivering their work. Wow. Think WeTransfer, except the client can't open the link until they pay. No more delivering files and hoping for the best. It's live at lockedpay.com. I'm launching my first boosted post this Friday. Thank you for the whole pod for consistently putting out information that people can actually use to build something in their lives. Anthony. Nice.
So OnlyFans for creatives.
Well, it all goes back to OnlyFans.
Think about it. Like I hear this all the time where like you.
No, I think it's a great idea. I'm just saying it's OnlyFans for creatives.
You need that. You know, you need the
elevator pitch. I like it. So speaking of Lovable, you know, I had my bat saga with my son. So part of I set up a bunch of competitions for him to like earn his bat, and one of them was like swinging and hitting a home run. So then I was like, why can't I upload a video somewhere and just see if his swing is good? Everything was like for costing money.
You can't do that on ChatGPT.
No, I couldn't. Man, my account doesn't allow me to upload video.
You have like if you max it, you pay for the most expensive one.
Yeah, if you pay for the most expensive one, you can do it. Mine doesn't. So then I go on Lovable. It goes, I want to analyze my son's swing, blah, blah, blah. So I turn into a 2-hour just like dove in.
When do you do this? I saw you post all this. When is this?
Do you want to know when I built this?
I do.
We went on a Duffy ride in Newport Harbor.
What's a Duffy?
It's like a little boat. It's like literally can fit 6 people. And we went on the Duffy and we're eating, drinking, whatever. And then I was trying to upload this video. Then I just went on Lovable and I just started going. The Duffy ride was 2 hours. 2 hours later, I had this fucking thing built where you can analyze your swing. It compares you to professional baseball players. It gives you coaching tips, mechanics. It checks everything. Then I bats. I created a bat section of all the bats at Dick's Sporting Goods and all the pros and cons of them.
Yep.
How to pick a bat size. Then I put, I converted it into Spanish as well for any Spanish speaking people.
Right.
And then I put a leaderboard to make it competitive because once I showed Dominic's score, he's like, fuck, I got a 78.
Yeah.
How do I get an 85?
Yeah.
I'm like, you gotta go practice. So we read the comments and, he finally hit like, I don't know. I think he started at 75 and we got him 78.
Yeah.
And, it was just, the whole thing is just like, it's insane how quickly you can build something that people use. 100 people have already uploaded their videos. And it's called myswingcoach.net if you want to upload your video for your kid.
I've got an idea specifically for Dom.
Okay, let's hear.
You find hitting coaches in LA and whatever, allow them to upload their services to your site.
Yeah.
When people have a really bad swing score, you connect the two.
Oh,
take a nice little 10, 20% and use it for a bat fund.
For yeah.
I already know
I
dating
like that.
coaches.
Yes. That's a
you could
great
have like
idea.
5 of the sickest bats
We just need one.
from that Duffy ride. Yeah, that's good.
Duffy ride's a really fun thing, by the way, in Newport Harbor.
Yeah.
Lido Island's one of the best places in America. I would say.
Lido Island is like, if the regime saw Lido Island, they would lose their fucking mind.
Lido is one of the best places.
Which regime?
The regime, the Iranian IRGC. Lido Island is why people hate America.
Yeah.
It's so fucking nice.
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
It's actually perfect.
It's
Okay.
like you would love it. It's like, it's perfect. It's a daytime heavenly
Get a little
place.
bear flag.
Yes. And then by the way, single guy commentary. Okay. Friday night, I went to dinner in Venice. It was first Friday.
Yeah.
I went to dinner with a friend of mine. You're hanging out in the wrong part of town.
Tell me more.
It is so lively and energetic. It's young.
Yeah.
It feels young at least.
Like, where'd you go?
I went to a Japanese restaurant called OWA, Owa, I think. And then Bod Mosh, the Indian restaurant, just opened.
They just opened, yeah.
In Abbot So I went to go eat at Bod Mosh.
And you're just saying like the crowd.
The energy, the crowd, like that's what West Hollywood used to be.
Right.
You'd walk into a bar, it's slammed, everyone's buying drinks and having a good time. I don't see that in West Hollywood. I don't know where that even exists in West Hollywood.
The Edition lobby.
Okay.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on there? There's a club there or something?
No, I don't know what happened, but people just realized there's like a pool table there.
But like whenever I'm at like Birds or like a couple times I went to Keys with Deluxe or whatever, like there's like a line and stuff outside the
No, it's
Edition.
crazy.
That's just to hang out?
It's just to hang out in the lobby.
Not even upstairs.
Not even upstairs. Just play pool, drink at the bar.
Does that crowd look popping?
It's a good crowd.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Do you go to Venice ever?
Twice a year.
Yeah.
I will do a Venice night with you.
Okay. Let's do it.
I'll go if you don't mind eating Indian food. I'll go back and eat there. we'll do some other stuff too, but
There was a vibe even in the Indian restaurant spot?
popping.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
You got to bring some crispy hundreds if Javier's experienced those. Anything to go off.
Literally.
Yeah, it is definitely where the action is.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
Good deal.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
Zach, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Everyone have a great week.
Bye bye.
Peace.
Peace.